What's up, everybody? Welcome back, your subscriber. If you're new, welcome. So today, guys, this could be my last video before I head off to NFT NYC, which is next week. Because tomorrow I would not have time because I'm going to a baseball game with some friends. And then the following day I have a wedding to go to. And then right after that, I'm going to New York City. So yesterday we had a nice little pump after the Federal Reserve press conference, increasing rates to 75 basis points. But as you can see right now, we are in a bit of a pullback. Double digits, in fact. Ethereum is down 13.7% in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin is down 10% in the last 24 hours. I mean, a lot of other coins are down, around the same amount as well. So, yeah, I mean, the market's looking like crap. Honestly, it's boring to look at the markets. I do expect the markets to go down a little bit lower, especially with the terrible macroeconomic environment. How low we're going to go, I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. But I will say this. For you guys that are new to the channel, if you guys don't know my story, I've been in crypto since April 2020 after the pandemic crash that we had in March 2020. So I've only been in crypto for about a little bit more than 2 years. I'm not like some expert or some guru. I don't claim to be a guru. I'm just like one of you guys that are just basically navigating this space. If anyone is watching my channel looking for financial advice, this is not the channel. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just basically a regular dude, just like a lot of you guys that are watching this video. And also some of the females that are watching this video as well. So let's get back to the crypto markets right now. Yes, it is scary. I will say this. It is scary. Looking at it, seeing that Ethereum was around, 4,500 at its peak. And now it's crashing down to maybe below, it might even enter the triple digits. In fact, it's very likely at this point that it will enter triple digits. How low will it go? I mean, if Ethereum goes down to $500 US, I think that's a great price. I mean, right now it's still a great price if you believe in Ethereum long term. But what I'm trying to say is that I remember when I was in crypto back in April 2020, I remember Ethereum was around just like under $200 US. I think it was like 300 Canadian or something at that time. I was basically degenning into these Uniswap low cap altcoins that people were talking about on Telegram. I was like degenning like 3 to 4 ETH at a time, and at that time it was only $1,000, $2,000 at the most, depending on what the price of Ethereum was at that time, right? But looking back, I mean, 3 to 4 ETH, and we knew how expensive Ethereum was when it reached over 4,000. 3-4 ETH is like $12,000, $16,000 back when we had that NFT hype, right? Just incredible to see how fast Ethereum appreciated in value. And that I remember 3 to 4 ETH was not considered that much. In fact, there were guys on Twitter that I was following where they had to remind themselves that aping into altcoins with 30 ETH when ETH was like around $300, $400 was not the same as ETH when it was $3,000, $4,000 US, if you know what I'm saying, right? Because ETH basically 10 times its value in US dollar sense. And you had to remind yourself, like, man, wait, 3 to 4 ETH is like $12,000, $16,000. I gotta be careful. I gotta manage my risk. But at the time, back in 2020, I remember DeFi summer, when I was aping into like these low cap yield farming YF clones, YFI, what is it? YFB, I mean, there's so many YF clones. If you guys are around in the DeFi summer of 2020, leave a comment in the comment section below. If you guys know what I'm talking about, like the YF clones, because YFI was the big DeFi coin from Andre Cronje, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. But what I'm trying to say is that, yes, Ethereum could technically go down to $500 to $600. And that would be a great time to either, buy some Ethereum, stack up on Ethereum, or you can definitely try and trade your way to accumulate more Ethereum, which is definitely more risky, and it's definitely, I would say, harder in a bear market. Because at the time when I was trading altcoins, low cap altcoins, the market was still trending its way up, right? That was just slightly after the Bitcoin halving of 2020. Now the environment is totally different. We're in a bear market. We're basically in a recession. So trading your way to collect more ETH, I mean, in theory, it sounds like a great idea, and it could possibly work. But what I'm trying to say is try your best to stack up as much Ethereum as much as possible in this bear market. And so then when the bull market comes around again, then you'll be in a very good position. Now that your ETH bags are much, much larger. As an example, these are some of the altcoins, low cap altcoins that I was aping into back in like DeFi summer of 2020. This one, let's see, the market cap right now is 4 million, so it's pretty small. But let's say if we go to the max chart here. So I found XRT and I threw a small amount of money into XRT. And so I got into XRT when it was like just under $2. This was back right before, yeah, around May, June, where it was like under $2. And then all of a sudden, July, August, this thing just moonshot, man. This thing went up to $40, over $40, right? It peaked up to over $40 here back in the DeFi summer era, right? It peaked up to past $40. And so that was like my first 20x in crypto. It was literally my first 20x. This is one of the dangers of making quick gains in crypto, is that you feel like it's easy, right? You feel like it's easy. It makes you feel very cocky in some ways. Your ego just gets out of place, basically. You're a genius. It gives you an illusion that, hey, you know what you're doing, and that it's easy to make quick money, right? I remember my position XRT. If I had to sell all my XRT around this area here, it would have been 32 ETH. I remember seeing 32 because my goal at the time was to accumulate 32 ETH, because 32 ETH was considered like the high end when it comes to your Ethereum position, right? And 32 ETH is also the amount required to stake to run a solo validator node for Ethereum 2.0. That was the number I wanted, and I just in XRT alone, I could have done that just by selling all my XRT into Ethereum. But at that time, I thought I was a genius. I thought that, what's the point of holding Ethereum? What's the point of holding Bitcoin, right? Why do I need to invest these big cap altcoins where I can just ape into small low cap coins and I can be like a multi-millionaire? That's what I was thinking at that time. And obviously that didn't work out for me because that thing crashed just as fast as it basically went up. Some of you guys actually love that I introduced this chart to you guys. This is the Altcoin Season Index from blockchaincenter.net. So if you look at this, these are some of the mistakes I made investing into low cap altcoins at the time. And so if you look at, let's see here. Yeah, so you can see I got into XRT when it was around May 2020, right? So you can see down here, we were in Bitcoin season. And then all of a sudden, we had a nice altcoin run. So anytime you see on this chart that this graph is, you see these lines moving up, it means that altcoins are outpacing Bitcoin in terms of growth. So we entered an altcoin season by the time it was August 2020, right? That was basically in line with the DeFi summer of 2020. And you can see XRT was basically peaking out at around late August, early September. And then all of a sudden, we had a big crash in the stock market. The S&P 500 dropped quite a bit in that month. And then a lot of the altcoins, people wanted to be risk off. So they wanted to go into the safer assets. And Bitcoin was the safer asset. Ethereum was the safer asset. And you can see a lot of the altcoins at this time when this chart was going down, a lot of the altcoins lost a huge amount of value. It dipped a lot in price. So you go back to the XRT chart, that's basically what happened. It basically bottomed out at around early November, right? And that basically is in line with this Bitcoin altcoin season index chart, right? We bottomed out early November and then it started to trade sideways a little bit. And then all of a sudden we had another run towards altcoin season. And it was around this time, man, I kid you not, my portfolio did a nice 7x in a span of 3 to 4 months with this altcoin season run right here. 6-7x. Yeah, I did a 6-7x on my total portfolio value from this area right here. Now, did I take enough profits while we were up here before we had that crash in May? Obviously, I did not. And this is one of the things I want to outline to you guys that are just starting out in crypto, is that you need to start taking profits when we're in altcoin season up here, okay? My opinion on this is basically taking profits into stable coins. You could take profits into Bitcoin, but obviously, whenever, this chart is going down, whenever Bitcoin is outperforming the rest of the altcoins, because we're in a bearish market. Because what's the point? Because a lot of people go into altcoins wanting to make bigger gains than Bitcoin, right? Why are people getting into Bitcoin rather than altcoins while this thing is going down? Is because Bitcoin is the less risky asset, and that's because we're in a bearish trend. That's why people want to go risk off in this moment, in this trend down here. Now, NFTs haven't been out in a long time. I know they've Basically, I know the Avatar collection at PFP NFT's only been out for a year. I look at the Doge panel, they've only been out for a year. Cool Cat's only been out for a year. Bored Ape Yacht Club just had like their first year anniversary like last month or something. So these PFP projects have only been out for a year, and so we don't have much data when it comes to like NFT projects. But I do see a little correlation with the altcoin season index when it comes to NFTs. Now, I remember we had NFT season in August and September of 2021. So you can see in this chart, altcoins and NFTs were moving up alongside with each other, right? So it kind of does take into account of NFTs with NFTs as well. It's just that we didn't enter altcoin season. And then we also had a nice, I remember in January 2022, OpenSea had its biggest volume in that month on the Ethereum network. And this was January 2022. So you can see we were briefly in altcoin season at that moment. So it could be true that whenever we're in an altcoin season, or whenever things are moving up closer towards altcoin season, is when NFTs also have their run as well. Just early observation, and that's because basically a lot of these NFT collections only been out for less than a year, right? So hopefully anyone that's new into crypto and starting to do some, degen training with altcoins or NFTs, can learn from my mistakes early on. Was that I had that idea that, hey, I'm a freaking genius, where I bought an altcoin when it was less than $2 and went all the way past $30 and even touched 40 something dollars. Did a 20x in a short amount in three months. And I'm like, damn, I'm balling. I'm like, damn, I'm making so much easy money here. And that was my downfall. I had no idea. I thought this thing would keep going up and up and up. All right. And I was saying, screw Bitcoin, screw Ethereum. Why do I need to invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum when I'm investing in these small, low cap altcoins, right? Why do I need to do that? And it's because whenever there's a crash, people want to get into Bitcoin, and Bitcoin will outperform a lot of the altcoins, and a lot of the altcoins will drop 80-90%, right? As you can see right there. Now, of course, we also had another huge altcoin run with XRT and went all the way up, even surpassing its high here in August of 2020. And I was saying my portfolio literally did a 6-7x. My whole entire portfolio did 6-7x in this time frame, right? And that's what I was saying with this huge altcoin run from November 2020 to April, May of 2021. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Keep your eyes. Whenever we're in Bitcoin season, I don't know how long we're gonna be in Bitcoin season, but if you're in these altcoins, or if you're dollar cost averaging some of these altcoins while we're in Bitcoin season down here, and we have a huge ass altcoin season run, and your altcoin is basically a part of the rocket, your portfolio is gonna basically do multiples of X's very, very quickly, right? In a span of 3-4 months, my portfolio did a 6-7x right there in that altcoin run. So just keep that in mind. Anyways, hopefully that was helpful for you guys that are new to crypto, or if you're a seasoned veteran, it definitely reminds us to take profits when we're up, especially on low cap coins and NFTs, right? And as I was just saying earlier in this video, Alex Becker just retweeted this post from somebody here, is that nobody has cash, but ETH is now the most painfully obvious 10x investment over the next 10 years I've ever seen. So again, we don't know how long this recession or how long this bear market's going to last, but buying ETH when it's around $1,000 can be a very good risk to reward if you believe in ETH, right? If you believe Ethereum's going to $10,000. And if Ethereum goes down to $500 and you believe Ethereum's going to go to $10,000 eventually, that's a nice 20x, right? So obviously, if you don't have cash, like I said, you want to stack up on ETH by either, I know it's risky, but either trading NFTs or altcoins. You can try and stack your Ethereum that way in case if you don't have cash. But if you want to play the safe way, get some extra income, or sell any useless junk that you don't have any need for, like let's say if you want to sell your skateboard, like I have a skateboard that I don't even use anymore. I might consider selling that to get some extra cash to buy the dip, right? I even have like an electric violin that I have that I don't even use. I might consider selling that as well. It's just things that you have in your house. This is another way to make money. If you want to sell stuff that you don't use anymore in your house, just sell it, and then that's extra cash where you can use that to buy and invest in cryptocurrency, right? Now, this is a great tweet by Alex Becker that I absolutely love, and I have not even liked it yet, so I will give him a like there. But this is a great tweet from Alex Becker, where, food for thought, I had multiple normie friends, family, buy crypto NFTs around 1,000 ETH, meaning $1,000 ETH, not like 1,000 ETH. All age ranges, all classes, none are that into crypto, none use crypto Twitter, total normies, all sold around $3,700, $4,200 ETH. All were profitable on their NFTs. How? It's simple. Here's why. So this is what he says. I totally agree with him. They had zero crypto community hype clouding their mind. They just saw good prices. Why take more risk and sold? The reason you didn't sell at the top is the same reason you won't buy the bomb. You're too close to crypto hype / mass emotion and not able to be objective. Being too deep into crypto allows you to get dragged into narratives, communities, and culture that prevents you from making the basic no-brainer decisions. To a normie investor, when an asset is up 400%, you sell. When it's down 80%, you buy. Easy chat that crypto Twitter complicates. Totally, definitely, totally agree with Alex. There are NFT projects, you know, with some of these PFP NFT projects where it's all predicated, the narrative is all predicated on the community where you don't sell. If you believe in this project, you don't sell. That's the idea, right? There are times where I admit I have some cool cats that I had like 2 cool cats and I wanted to take profits on one of them. And I saw that thing go up to like 14, 15 ETH and I was like, man, maybe I should take profits at this time. But I got sucked into that narrative where people on Twitter were saying, oh, cool cats are going to flip Bored Apes. You know, Bored Apes was, I think, around 30 ETH or 40 ETH at the time. But people were saying, cool cats going to flip Bored Apes. And I was like, okay, maybe I should hold on to cool cats going to 30, 40 ETH, right? That was what I was thinking. I was being sucked into the narrative on crypto Twitter. And that is one thing you got to basically try to separate yourself. You want to like turn your mind off to that kind of stuff. If your goal is to make profit on your NFTs, on your investments, you sell when you're up big, right? You don't care about, it's basically basic math. If you're up a certain amount of percentage, if you're up like 10, 20x, that's a pretty good sign that you should sell. Even if it goes up another 100 or 200%, at least you feel good that you took profits, because the worst thing is you might be up a lot, but then that thing goes down back to where you first got it, or even goes below where you first initially invested. And believe me, that has happened to me many times in crypto. It has happened to me so many times. So what I'm trying to say is, and obviously we have learned a big lesson recently in these past few months where things have just kept on going down and down and down, where we were told to buy the dip when people were telling us to buy the dip, but that dip just kept on dipping lower and lower and lower and lower. And now we are basically here where we're at a $20,000 Bitcoin, $1,000 ETH, and it looks like we can go even lower. So what I'm saying is, when you're down, don't try and complicate things by trying to time the bottom. Dollar cost average while we're down here, right? We're down like 75% when it comes to Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. And when you're up a big amount, it doesn't matter. You can't really catch the top. Just sell when you're up a big amount, right? That's all I can say. As you can see, I made a lot of mistakes. And part of the danger, I know some of you guys made a lot of quick money with NFTs, where it clouded your judgment. It clouded your way of thinking moving forward because you thought money would come easy. But when things, when things hit the fan, when things get very bad, when the market crashes, this is where it really tests you mentally. So hopefully you find this video of value, some of the mistakes I made in crypto. Like I said, I've only been in crypto, in NFTs in the last basically 2 years. So I'm no expert. I don't consider myself an expert. I haven't been in a full crypto cycle, like a crypto 4-year cycle. So this will be my first official bear market, just like a lot of you guys. So we're going to try and navigate this space together. And yeah, if you guys like the video, like the video. All right, so NFT NYC. I know that took a long time to explain. That took a lot longer than I anticipated to explain, but I wanted to explain that because that was very important. If you guys are new to crypto, if this is your first bear market, or if this is your first time losing a lot of money, or if this is your first time being up a lot and then now you see your portfolio down so much. Listen, I've been there many times. In fact, I wish I took more profits back a few months ago, right? But anyways, let's get into NFT NYC. I want to quickly talk about NFT NYC. So if you guys are going to NFT NYC, there's a lot of events that are happening. If you guys follow this channel, I am a part of so many communities. In fact, it's gotten to the point it's so overwhelming because there's so many events that are happening in these 3 to 4 days that is taking place in NYC. So Aokiverse is one. So if you're an Aokiverse NFT passport holder, you are eligible to party it up with Steve Aoki. So you're able to see his show for free in NFT in New York. So Steve Aoki is pretty cool. Like, I actually went to see him during VCon. He played at the Armory. So that was like just across from the US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it was a great show. It was a great show. I actually got a little bit of cake on my face. Like, that's what he's known for. He's known for throwing cakes into the crowd near the end of his shows. Yeah, so I think this one's a smaller gathering. This one's only for NFT holders, so it's not like it's open to the public or anything. So so this one's gonna be a smaller show. So if you want to get caked in the face, this might be a good chance for you to get caked in the face because there's a smaller crowd. The Aokiverse passport right now, the cheapest one is 0.145 ETH. And also the other thing with Aokiverse holders is you can also claim merchandise. So you can see I can claim this hat if I wanted to. And also this is the one here, we can claim your ticket to the Steve Aoki show in New York. So this is if you have an Aokiverse passport, and then you can just go to their website, connect your wallet, they see your NFT in your wallet, and then you can claim your ticket, and then that's cool. So another community I'm a part of is the Veefriends community. So if you are in NFT NYC, there will be a gathering for Veefriends holders. So if you're a Series 1, Series 2 holder, you're able to get free coffee, free food at this cafe. And also they got a bus. So you can actually go on the Veefriends bus and just tour around New York City if you wanted. But yeah, there's going to be a cafe that you can join and meet up with other Veefriends holders. So yeah, details are there. You can definitely check it out on their Discord. Another NFT community I'm a part of is the RumbleKongs. So the RumbleKongs, they have a event that's happening on the 22nd of June. This is from 7 to 10 p.m. This one you do need to RSVP as soon as possible. So yeah, there's 150 people. It's a first come, first serve. So make sure you get there as soon as possible. But if you're a RumbleKong holder, you can actually skip the line. So and they actually tell you right here, if you download the Token Proof app, connect to your wallet, and then you can actually prove your ownership of your RumbleKong NFT at the door. So that's pretty cool. And also, this is just speculation, and I'm just pulling this out of my ass, right? So some of the things they actually promoted that there's gonna be some special guests at this event, right? I'm hoping that Steph Curry actually is at this event because, you know, Steph Curry, if you guys have been following the RumbleKongs, you know Steph Curry wearing a RumbleKongs beanie doing a press conference, right? So this, I'm hoping, because the NBA Finals is actually taking part right now. Game 6 is actually happening right now while I'm recording this video, and I do want to catch a little bit of it. But if the Golden State Warriors win tonight, hopefully Steph Curry will have some time to go to New York City next week and just chill with the RumbleKongs, man. That'd be freaking awesome. They had a teaser of their gameplay. So they actually have a trailer of the game that they're developing. So I want to show you because this looks pretty badass. Well, that looks pretty dope, doesn't it? That looks pretty dope. So the full trailer is going to be on June 22nd, and that's going to be at the event. So you got to be there in person to see the full trailer. And so that looks pretty dope. That looks pretty dope. So shout out to the RumbleKongs. I know I haven't talked about you guys in a long time, but I still am a holder. So it's going to be interesting to see some of you guys there if you guys are planning on going. Now, some other events. This is one I really wish I could go, and that's the Doge Pound. The Doge Pound has their own NFT event for NFT NYC goers on the Friday. I don't know what the exact time is, but by Friday morning, I'm actually flying back home. So I would not be able to see my fellow Doge Pound holders. This is definitely one of my favorite NFT projects. I just love dogs, man. I'm a huge lover of dogs. And also shout out to this project, Alethea AI. I just saw this on the Doge Pound Discord announcement channel. And so Alethea AI is basically what they're doing is, I'll show you here. I do have a shout out to Crypto Sandra. I know she's always talking about Alethea AI to me. And you know what? I never had the opportunity or the chance to go deep into it. And I still haven't had a chance, but just looking at it, it looks pretty, the idea is pretty cool. And what they're doing is that they're doing something called intelligent NFTs. So, or INFT for short. This is what it is. The world's first intelligent interactive NFTs, INFTs. So what is Alethea AI? Alethea AI's technology allows you to bring your favorite NFTs to life using Alethea's AI engine, creating new utility and use cases for your asset. What is an INFT? An INFT is an intelligent interactive NFT which consists of a mine, Alethea's INFT protocol, a body, so in ERC 721 NFT, so in this case, a Doge Pound NFT, and a soul, an ERC 721 Alethea personality pod. So what can INFTs do? The application of INFTs extend as far as the imagination. There are many different use cases. Including creating digital companions, digital twins, and more. The capabilities of your INFT vary depending on its intelligence level, which can be upgraded using Alethea's artificial liquid intelligence token. Base level personality pod can be fused and upgraded. Your NFTs can recite a message that it lip syncs in your voice, as well as broadcast a message in its own AI voice. You can begin to create the personality of your NFT. Your INFT has the capability of the lower level pods and can interact in real time by holding conversations. You can finalize and train your NFT's personality. Your INFT has the capability of the lower level pods and will be able to create generative art, music copy, and more. So you can see this is pretty, the idea sounds pretty badass. You can actually train your NFT to have its own personality that you can actually interact with the NFT. It's going to be like, it's going to have a mind of its own. So can you imagine like just having an NFT buddy, right? That's what these guys are trying to do. They're trying to make these NFTs be more intelligent, right? Now, like I said, I haven't taken a full deep dive into it. And, but I mean, on the surface, this thing looks pretty badass, right? And I love the Doge Pound. So any project that partners up with the Doge Pound, I like to keep an eye on. Alethea AI is one that I'm actually starting to look into. Eververse, if you guys follow me for a while now, you know that I love the Eververse, right? And the Eververse, you can see they have partnered up with the Doge Pound a while back and some of these other NFT projects as well. And you can actually play your Doge Pound NFT in this Eververse game. So definitely look into that. I already did a video on that, so you might actually have to like find it. And also My Pet Hooligans. My Pet Hooligans partnered up with the Doge Pound. In fact, the animation studio behind My Pet Hooligans, AMGI Studios, is actually helping develop the 3D models for the Doge Pound. So there are some projects out there, guys, that I absolutely love, right? The Doge Pound, I just freaking love the Doge Pound. And they got some really nice partnership with some of these other NFT projects that I just listed out for you guys. None of these projects have paid me to talk about these. These are projects that I actually invested in myself, that I done some research, and I actually love what they're doing. And I highly recommend that you actually do your own research before you actually buy some of these NFTs that I'm talking about. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, okay, guys? But anyways, I think I'll leave the video at that because it looks like this video has gone on way too long. I will probably edit this video after I watch the NBA Finals. Probably I'll post this video on a Friday or something. I'm recording this on a Thursday, but I'll probably put this out on a Friday. It's not very time sensitive, so I'll probably just post it on Friday or something. So, guys, I like to say take care of yourselves. If you guys are going to be NFT NYC, shoot me a message on Twitter or on Instagram, and we can meet up then. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys when I get back from NFT NYC. And by then, I can definitely share you guys my experiences at NFT NYC, and it's going to be a heck of a time. Anyways, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.